Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Explosionade DX. This game was developed by Mommy Best Games and Super Soul and published by Mommy's Best Games and releases on March 18th, 2021 for a price of $5.99. So what is Explosionade DX? It is a run and gun style platformer game where you get to play the game through three different difficulty levels. So there's chilled, normal, and serious. It basically varies the difficulty of the enemies, how long your health lasts, as well as once you beat and progress through the levels, you can go into practice mode and play every level in the game, independently on independent difficulties. There's 60 different levels throughout the game, and you can adjust the game speed to be either really fast, really slow, really however you want. I'm going to dive into the game a little bit and just let you kind of see some of the gameplay here, and we'll kind of go around. It's pretty much a twin stick style game where you'll use your analog sticks to do special weapons. You can use the Y button to zoom in and out of your screen. I highly recommend it. Most of the time I've played with the game was just with the screen extended. It just makes the view a lot easier. As you play through the game, you can jump, you can activate a shield, which also lets you do this kind of bouncing motion as well. And the goal of every level is to kill all the enemies and get to the exit. Now, you can exit without killing all the enemies, but you will miss out getting the all clear bonuses, so keep that in mind. And if you are wanting to kind of track what levels you need, because there are achievements for beating all clear on every difficulty, it'll have a little notion here on the level select and practice area, letting you know if you haven't gotten all clear. If you look, it just kind of disappears here. Overall, the game is not super lengthy. I think probably about an hour gameplay session to beat the basic chill difficulty, and then a little more accordingly based on which difficulties you're really going after. For the most part, none of the enemies are too overwhelmingly difficult. You're going to have a couple that are annoying. I think the most annoying enemies that I've encountered are these little like roly-poly looking guys that you just have to wait to pop out of their little thing. Now, if you do die on the level, it'll restart you in practice mode, and it does reset your scores. There is a leveling system for their scores in the game, so you will have to make note of that if you're wanting to try to get high scores. You can compete against you and your friends, which is a cool aspect of the game that, they didn't have to have, but it's kind of neat to see that they did include it. Now, for the most part, though, getting through the game, it's, like I said, fairly simple. A lot of the enemies aren't too overly whelming to defeat, and every level has gold that you can see over here on the right screen down there that you can pick up and collect, and it allows you to regain your health. Now, there's a wide variety of enemies, but you really don't get introduced to too many new enemies until fairly later in the game. I think most of my experience is just the same little guys, or it's the same type of enemies just with a little bit of a different skin. Now, with that being said, the game is actually really fun, and especially if you like a challenging gameplay session, especially going after the higher difficulties, and if you want to get all the achievements, it's completely doable. It's just going to take, a lot of grinding and continuous playing. I do enjoy the addition of villager boards, so you can see how you kind of compare to everybody, especially on the different difficulties. As soon as you die, your score is recorded, and then you can continue playing, and it resets there after that. So I got 300,000 points in my first attempt run, going all the way up to the 300,000. Still working on normal and serious, but it's just an upgraded difficulty. It's not really anything beyond that. And then you have the achievements in here where you can kind of see what you need to do in the game. You can't do a lot of them in practice mode. You actually have to be in the actual mode, so keep that in mind. The game, though, does let you see them in game. None of the achievement tracking really works, so um, you know, unfortunately, that's a thing that you can't really avoid. As well as if you want to try to beat the game without dying, that is probably one of the more hardest achievements next to beating the game on the hardest difficulty. Overall, though, I think the game is really fun. I love the art style, the soundtrack. It really kind of fits the game perfectly. If I have to give the game an overall rating, factoring in the price that it's only $5.99, I think this game's a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's a ton of fun to play. It's a little bit repetitive. I would like to have seen the levels a little maybe a little more different, a little more mechanics that you could be introduced while you're playing. But nonetheless, though, it is a really fun and enjoyable game to pick up, and an easy, 400 or 500 gamer score. Um, a doable 1000 if you really want to go after it. Outside of that, though, if you guys have any questions about the game, as always, let us know down in the comments. If you do pick up this game, let us know. Thumbs up the video if you liked it, and we'll see you guys next time. I hope you have a great day.